that, as we know. It's not Mythic winning the knife round. They'll probably start on CT side. Party Astronauts, they've done well to win pistol rounds, but they need that. They need the second. They need to convert it, I think, is an important caveat, because they failed to do so after their first pistol round win in the first map. And now pressure is mounting. We are into the action, ladies and gentlemen. Mythic winning the knife round, Mythic starting CT side. That makes sense across the board. Double dualies for Flom and Freakazoid. Freakazoid not having any armor. No kit either for the defense.
Interesting.
Is interesting. Party Astronauts, one set of utility, a Molotov flash for Ben Leet. The lurk from Wolfie towards Squeaky Door. Meanwhile, the bulk of the play will be towards Ramp.
Also interesting, no dual Berettas on Ancient, but double dualies on Nuke. As Party Astronauts stream down towards B, they'll elect to go towards Ramp. His Truck Lover will make some contact from Radio. He'll be mollied out of position, however, and still find himself one. Looks to find a second out towards double doors. He's bailed out by Cooper and Freakazoid. Chop cut down by Hate. Wolfie, the last alive. He was the lurk. He was supposed to come in after everything was all said and done. The smoke had cleared and said, ta-da, and just given them the magic trick. But no, he's left alone in a 1v5, Nate. And I don't think he's winning this one. This looks to be Mythic's first pistol of the night. And he said Party Astronauts needed a mental reset. This is about as far from a mental reset as you can get.
Mental boom, perhaps. Wolfie.
And not the good kind of boom.
No. An internal explosion, perhaps. Wolfie does well to at least sow some chaos. He gets the bomb. He gets two. That is now a clear play of vents for a bomb plant, at least. Unless Flom has something to say about it on a quick rotation. Plant. Guaranteed at this point. Flom can't stop it. That'll hit dirt. Flom, does he get the kill? Does he secure the team ace? The answer is no. Wolfie does get away. Now things can get a little bit interesting. There's no kit in play. Wolfie still has a lot of players to try and isolate. And I was going to say, if he can hit that first shot, he might have some success. But too many trials and tribulations there. Flom will get the defuse. Someone's obviously begging for it, but he will not let go. And it is a team ace for Mythic. Although Wolfie, with that bomb plant and pair of kills, does give Party Astronauts an extra injection of cash for a force buy in round number 2.
An extra injection, yes. But is it going to be enough? They have a Galil, an AK, a pair of techs, and a MAC-10. Against full M4s and an MP9 for Hate. Again, no defuse kit as well for Mythic. Keep an eye on that. But I'm beginning to lack faith in this Party Astronaut side. It is early on map 2, yes. But that was far from the ideal start. The Molotov push is kind of what really tipped me off to something not being right in the mental state for PA, and that's going to be even worse to start things off for them as they lose 60 outside. Rush and Wolfie, though, are able to bring this to a 4v3. Ben is going to dive down a ramp and head towards B, break the windows open. As the bomb will get planted, Mythic actually might debate a save. They don't have a kit, and they don't have a kill just yet back into this round. They have to go fast. They have to go furious. They got to drift around here and find their kills. Cooper, contact out towards double door, spots the head, spams away, but it's going to be a bait and switch here, unless he's not expecting Wolfie. Wolfie headshot. Flom with the trade. They still know Wolfie's here. Wolfie's good for 2, and Ben is good for the last. Tie game here for Party Astronauts. A bit sketchy, but they grab an M4 out of it, and that critical round victory.
Wolfie putting the team on his back early on, getting that second round, also again getting that bomb plant in the first, which was rather critical in setting up a round 2 upset victory. Maybe someone to share the limelight with for 6C. Mythic, though, gonna force buy in response. Eagles, 5.7s, and a scout to round it out. Flom on the scoped weapon. It's a very potent rifle in his hands. But if he misses an opportunity like that, then it won't do anything. Won't do diddly squat. He's caught. Truck Lover now trying to take the duel with a Deagle. It's even more so belabored. Actually, it was Cooper, excuse me. He's taken down by the nade of 6C. 2 found for the price of nothing. 8 in ramp. Does get 1. Gets 2. Okay. Trophy room taken down. Rifle recovered. That could be dropped over to a teammate with more HP. Now things can get interesting. Wolfie caught by the very same weapon in Freakazoid's hands, although it's traded this time around. Still a 2 versus 2, and Hate's already migrated around 60. Looking to bail a team out, finds the first in heaven, a truck lever drop. Hate is known to likely be lurking around through secret. He's read like a book, 60 to have him dead to rights. Yes, he does. And party astronauts navigate treacherous waters, but still, Mythic make that round awfully costly.
Awful costly indeed, and that's exactly what you need to do on a round like that if you can't find the victory, which they were unable to, but they still make it hurt. They still give party astronauts a sting. But now, with party astronauts being up against USPs, much of what they have to be wary of is the potential nade stack here, which of course they don't know is coming. But 4 HEs picked up all 5 outer yard, the P2 50 for truck. The nades rain through and true. Rush taken down early. Wolfie and Chop now adding more kills to their tally. Chop the last, and Wolfie spans away. 3 in a row for party astronauts as they look to gain that lead and build it early, give Mythic a taste of their own medicine on the second best of 1 of the evening. And that's exactly what they intend to do with a win in this next round. But Mythic can get back on the board here, Nate. They can get back to trying to claw a level. However, their buy is far from ideal with a FAMAS for Hate, an MP9 for Flom.
Opportunity for party astronauts to build up quickly. Wolfie's not even going for that op yet either. He's keeping the Mac 10 in play despite having 5100 in the bank, and he'll put to good use. Racing out a door, he'll find one. Ben lead a trade through Hut. Lots of damage taken, but the site also has fallen. Cooper trying to be the hero coming out heaven, finds 2 tagged players, but Chop trades it back and maintains a very narrow lead. 2 versus 1. Truck Lover staring about, wondering where his teammates have gone. There's a minute 20 left, and the bomb's already hitting dirt, and he is alone. Timing in the smoke does not favor him this time around. It's 6C to put him to bed. And a very swift 4-1 lead for party astronauts. 4 rounds in a row following their pistol round loss.
4 in a row, and looking to make it 5. There's going to be a less of a buy from Mythic in this next round. 5-7's armor, Deagle, USP for Truck Lover. He'll go to a Deegan armor instead. But overall, minimal firepower compared to the full suite of AKs on party astronauts, the full belts of utility, and potentially full blitz out towards A, but they think better of it on the T side, and instead look to post up for pushes. Good nade damage outer yard, but still no kill from the CTs, who have done good damage to the T economy consistently. Little bit of shots taken down range by Freakazoid, but nothing will be found. As party astronauts back out of lobby and work their way out towards the yard. A secret push on the cards here for the T's, with Chop left to lurk out in lobby. He can get overwhelmed very quickly. Especially as I know Hext was complaining about spray transfers in this game not too long ago. His old teammate might have to put that to the test very soon. As PA worked their way downstairs, but Mythic have read this well. Their 3 outer yard players completely abandoning it and playing on the B side proper.
CR. Drop. Finally lurking out, showing presence. 6C. Point down below, though. Just be careful of the player down those stairs. I shouldn't go back up. Hate drops Chop, though, and now things can get awkward very quickly. They thought about going up the vents, but 6C's also dropped, and now they double back. Aggression from Freak could have been called out, but instead he finds yet another. Ben Leet trades, finally finds something in his team's favor. But the advantage seems insurmountable. It, in fact, is double 1Ds from Truck Lover. He'll drop an AK to his teammate, and 4 AKs will be recovered for Mythic as they finally put a second round on the board off the back of pistols, no less.
Timeout used by PA right after that to try and reset mentally, but man, just when you think things start to go a little bit positive for the party astronauts, Mythic rock right up and slap them down. Great work by the CTs. Incredible read, too, to stack those 3 towards B. It's a very smart play. You have pistols. You have the smokes guising off your vision. What is the likelihood they go A out of that scenario? Not very. Even if they do, you have your players on A. You can rotate up. Go to B. Hold the line. Boom. Great call there from Mythic, whether it was Flom, Freakazoid, Cooper, all veterans. Could have been one of the younger guns like Truck or Hate too. Either way, call came through. That saved the day. Party Astronauts buying down to the bottom of the barrel off the timeout. AKs, Galil for Ben. Utilities there as well. Rush clearing out Glaive, but no real contact made. Flom's burning out second vents. He'll try to flash himself through, and Chops bound by Hate. Ben trades it back, and he'll add a second one too. The Freak is still up top in heaven, flashing himself in for the peak. Mini locked down by Rush, however, and Truck Lover now in a 1v4 to a 1v3. Backstabbed by 60 in the yard. No rounds in succession, isolated only for Mythic. Party Astronauts maintain their tenuous lead.
Mythic will still be able to scrounge together a bye, though, in round number 8. They did get that half-bye victory. That gave them an extra bit of cash injection. For the most part, they'll have a solid bye. Cooper lacking utility because of that op, and Truck Lover on a FAMAS just because of poor economy. But overall, still a solid bye for them. Party Astronauts not trifling with a scoped weapon on their side of things. Just straight AKs. Lay out vents very early on as Chop drops down. This is a power position for the T side now. Double nade outside punishes Freakazoid early on. Party Astronauts, everybody's hitting their shots as required. It's a very scary proposition for the likes of Mythic as 60 chops away Freakazoid to start things off. Cooper trades it back, however, in the yard, avenges his brother and teammate. Bring it back to even footing.
Might not be even for long, though. Truck Lover hears the pull, spots out Ben. Wolfie caught through the smoke by Coop. And now just Rush and Chop left alone. Good flashbang thrown. And Cooper will swap places with the FAMAS. Chop on B, however, can find a way to backstab them. Flom. Will he get there in time? Rush in trophy. Molly's in. Rush is aware of the possibility of that flank. He's got to be careful. J-Hall too. Chop goes back. Huge kill from Rush. Flom there next. Rush falls down. Bomb at his feet as well for Flom. Molotov to force him away. To be recovered for Chop is the objective. And he has the HP advantage. Flom has the info advantage, however. As Chop makes no qualms about making all the noise to get that down. In on the lower side, Flom going down the ladder in the vents. Wearing his red-themed knife and glove combo. His Chop goes through decontamination. Around the long way. Flom at double doors. Does he expect the double back? Glass broken. All the info for Chop. Now it's planted for him. Flom drops down, runs around. No smoke, just a flash. And he runs out of health in time. Great play from Chop. Patience personified. There's that 6-2 lead now for the Party Astronauts.
Patient and well played from Chop again. Everybody answering the call as required. 5 kills for Ben Leet and Chop, 6 for Rush, 8 for 6C, 9 for Wolfie. The only one putting up any decent numbers for Mythic at 7. Well, I guess Cooper and Truck aren't doing terrible, as is Freakazoid, but Flom is struggling on this map, unlike the last. Space Toast said again, 5-7s, a Deagle, and a P250. The 5-7s were menaces in round prior. Question is, can they find success here? Truck, good for one on the Deag. Chop and Wolfie, though, doing a lot of the heavy lifting for Party Astronauts. As Wolfie drops the op for AK and cements the round with only 1 casualty and Ben Leet. 7-2 for Party Astronauts.
Nice succinct round there from the Party Astronauts as they expand their lead on the T side. Mythic gave them a 10-2 battering on Ancient. Party Astronauts 3 away from accomplishing the same feat. There's an op for Cooper, full buy for the CTs, gets on 2. Only 1 helm, however. M4A4 for Truck Lover. Wolfie has his op 2. He's been crispy with it. And with other weapons throughout this map so far. 12 and 5, his stat line. This outer yard controlled, taken by the T side. A little bit of lobby pressure as well, with Ben and Chop getting some information out towards ramp and keeping an eye on any potential hut pushes. Still a lot of time on the clock for the party astronauts to work with. Mythic not getting antsy enough yet to peek and push. This truck lover takes a different angle. The A players stationary. And Cooper deep out towards that angle, watching the secret cross. Truck lover shoots. He's able to convert the first, tries to reposition, but he's found by Ben. Cooper coming through, volleyed in, and elects to fall away. Lucky he doesn't take more damage from that. Flash goes in. I don't know how 60 didn't see Freakazoid right there in garage, but a lapse in judgment leads to a man advantage for Team Mythic.
Man advantage, but a lot of map control for Mythic. So you're through trophy and now doubling back. They know it's going to probably be a B play. Ben Leet is here on site. Will they expect this angle? Doesn't matter. Timing's in Flom's favor. He will not let that slip through his fingers. Freakazoid now tightening around the final pair. 8 finds 1. Wolfie, surely he doesn't get more than a single kill here. In fact, he finds nothing. Just a tag and nothing more. 7-3 as Mythic re-find their footing. The question is, will this round be isolated like the last, or will they string more than one together? PA, what's the money looking like? It's looking pretty good. Ben Leet, the notable exception. He'll go for a Mac 10, but everyone else should have no problem investing. Wolfie as well, going for the big green to ride with the likes of Cooper. It's round 11. Either team loses this, their economy is going to be in a rather difficult spot, so the pressure is on for this final pair of rounds.
Outer yard again from the party astronauts, making this their tendency. The smoke is obliterated by the HE, and Ben obliterated by Cooper. He'll reposition outer yard, take a position towards Unbreakable. Molly is in time as well, does a good amount of damage to Rush. Not considerable, but it's a solid chunk. And Freakazoid, opportunity to find Chop there. 6, he meets the op of Flom on the double. His op finds a second. Freakazoid met by Chop and felled. His brother meets the same fate, this time by Wolfie's hand. Now to a 2v3 as the bomb makes its way to A. Hate back Silos has to make a stand, and he does well with a one tap, has one more to find. Flashes in, jumps around, over peeking there, but he's able to survive for now. Wolfie down the vents, Flom misses the shot, and Wolfie capitalizes, running out of ammunition, has to reload. In towards B, open plant quickly to make sure he can get it down and play in the post 1v2. Good read, high A, but he connects it, flicks down well onto Truck Lover. And he needs another crisper, but it's Hate with the flank through ramp to take him down from behind. Grab the op, grab the defuse, and thereby the round, bringing us into the final, the first half of the chance for a 7-5. It looked so dismal for so long for Mythic, but they brought it back. And even 8-4 is not horrible considering how bad it was at the beginning. Still 7-5, a much more bright prospect.
It was a very slow start for Mythic, but they have at last found their footing. Again, they never looked completely out of it. They still had those shining moments of brilliance, even if they didn't get across the line. Party astronauts, it's their turn to be on the back foot in terms of investment. They'll get together what they can. I think, though, very solid investment in this final round. 4 M4s and that recovered op for Cooper. Party astronauts, 2 Galils, 2 AKs, and a Tech 9. That bomb plant really helping in this final round of the first half. Where's the op of Cooper? That's my question. Where is he lurking around? It looks like towards ramp. He's alone, aggressing around the smoke trophy. It was actually up above heaven, excuse me. Hard to tell with the numbers after all. Spam from Flom towards door, trying to find something, but as it stands, nothing but a bit of chip onto Freakazoid as we cross that minute 10 mark.
More damage exchange, but it's Cooper to win the duel. Going back for more as the bomb goes down back. Silo smoke to keep the secret escape safe, but it's only a fake. Chop finds him. Cooper exposed, caught by Wolfie. And now only 2 left to find for the Party Astronauts here. Rush makes contact. Nade does him in. 2v3 now. Wolfie strikes onto Flom. Just freakazoid, not for long. 8-4 the half. PA looking to close it out when we return from the break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There was no halftime pause. These players played through it, and so we're sitting at a 10-4 score line. The pistol being taken by the likes of Party Astronauts, if I'm not mistaken, and the second as well is Pineapple Phillips and Boggs to bring you the action. And we are now into the thick of round number 15. Mythic save a half buy with some pistols, and Party Astronauts very swiftly, potentially, going to close out this second best of one. Aggression met well by Party Astronauts. 4 versus 2 secure. Cooper and Hate shouldn't have much to say in this round. Should be an 11th for Party Astronauts, barring any crazy heroics from the Glock of Cooper.
Oh, that Glock heroic is going to be ended by Chop, who I don't know if he saw something or Wolfie heard something, but either way, he's traced through the smoke. Hate the last one standing with a P250 in hand, bomb on his back, and 0 health remaining as 6E does him in swiftly with a headshot. 7 rounds the Gulf, 2 to win for the Party Astronauts as the guns come out from Mythic, which could be their one and only full buy of this second half here. Again, the players decided to play through the halftime break, and so here we are, missing the first 2 rounds, but we caught the third of the half. And
Something.
This buy from Mythic is very desperate. AKs, utility, everything they can afford, because this whole map now hinges on this one round.
Yeah, if they go down to a 12th, even if they get the bomb plant, it just feels like there's not enough breathing room to come back to overtime. You need to get at least 3, if not more, in this spat of rounds, including this one, where it does feel like curtains. Looks like smokes outside is the call. Slow control being gained as they walk by. There's the race across. There is a player down secret already waiting, though. That's 6C. He'll find one. He'll double up with the help of Chop. The smokes expire. Freakazoid finally finds one. The bomb is at 6C's feet. That's an overextension. Peeking over the railing, he gets caught. We're back to even footing. Wolfie around Unbreakable finally finds one as he dances delicately. He should fall. Nope, that need does not bounce as intended for Freakazoid. Well, has to do it the old-fashioned way. His teammate Flom falls. Freakazoid spamming the smoke does get one. Still has a pair to find, and he has no idea this player's crossed towards defensive spawn.
He's on for the ace. Be a 1v3 ace clutch if Freakazoid is able to pull this off. The bomb needs to be recovered first, or he can find Ben Leet out towards the outer yard behind the red box CT. Rush may peek as well. Timing avails Freakazoid. He'll knife out to move a little bit faster, and down the stairs he goes to acquire the objective. 22 seconds to go. He has to move. Contact made with Ben, who's buying time for Rush to push through. Rush sits first vent. Freak runs into him, and a Rush delivers the double doink. 12-4 for Party Astronauts. One more round is all they need. And we'll see a 1-1 split of best of ones on the night. The last-ditch buy for Mythic coming through with no bomb plant, meaning their finances are sorely stressed. A pair of Galils, a lack of utility, a trio of AKs, and a long road back to even bring this to overtime.
Long road might not even do the situation justice. Be 8 in a row, and they shouldn't have nothing to be excited about on this map either. Team Mythic. They had their side choice of start. It ended 8-4. While there were moments of brilliance, they were overshadowed by those of Party Astronauts. Struck and Cooper finding some. It's trades across the board, and trades that do favor Mythic in the early goings by virtue of their opening kill success. Wolfie and Rush, the final pair. Bomb that inside man lurk in lobby by Squeaky Door. This is a very common position to be played. The question is, will he be cleared or will he be sidestepped? Looks like a sidestep is the call. This Rush gets trophy control. He'll double back. Okay. A lot hinges on that duel. It either cements a attempt for Rush and Wolfie, or it cements a save for the op, depending on if Rush can win this duel. Rush clearing it. Caught. No head armor does him in. At this point, it should be a save for Wolfie.
Might not be allowed to. The dance. Tiptoeing around the smoke. Timing avails Wolfie. He'll give a little tactical crouch to Truck Lover 86. And well, I think now he's going to save, Nate.
Definitely saving. That was a guarantee. Bomb will go off. All parties will be allowed to save, including Wolfie with his op. And Mythic stay alive. Albeit, still a long way to go for them to come back in this second best of one. 7 more rounds required. Seven. Again, that will have to go unanswered.
There's the opening for 6 outer yard. Starts things off well, but he cannot double it up, as Cooper will avenge his brother. Wolfie, next in line, down in the tunnels. Aggressing further, does not know a second one slipped through, but he has the second shot regardless. Goes back for another, trying to pull up the Pineapple Phillips special no-scope, but he can't quite connect it. Not as adept with those as you are, my friend. But still, those first 2 scoped-in flicks, absolutely sublime. Blom brings it back to a 2v3. Bomb in their possession on Hate as they work in towards A. Rush back silo. has help from Heaven in the form of Ben with the MP9. That's a hilarious gun to have in Heaven. But Rush is able to get at least one. Ben has the closer, and it's 13-5 on both maps, this time with Party Astronauts taking the second best of one of the evening.
Trading maps, honestly, a win for Mythic, I think, by most metrics. I would have said, I think we both agree that Party Astronauts are favored to take both best of ones in the evening.